So dear students, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Today we are going to learn Unit 24 Cyclone Isla Phase 2. Write down Phase 2. That means we are going to learn the second part of the story. Okay? Now see, and we are going to start a screen, and here you will see. Dear students, do not talk at all. Here we are going to learn. You have seen the picture, and picture indicates something natural disaster, and this scene is very much related to Cyclone Isla. This picture was taken at that very time, and it has been taken from internet. So still some students are waiting for the class. Let them come in. And here it is the passage. Okay, dear students, can you listen to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you
Yes,
are being muted.
Yes.
So dear students, Cyclone Isla Phase 2, we are going to learn the second part of the story. The next day was awful. This awful is adjective. Dreadful, right? Very dreadful. Babu's family could not stop crying. Babu's family started crying, and they could not actually stop crying. Stop crying. Why? Because of this natural disaster. Okay? And Nipa and grandfather were gone. That means Nipa and grandfather were not among them. They were somewhere else. Okay? They were not with the family. Babu's father went out to look for them. Here, to look for means search. We will find out the word, but you can underline it. Look for means search. S-E-A-R-C-H. Search. He found Nipa in a field. So Babul's father found Nipa in a field. She was holding onto a tree. See, onto a tree. And she was covered in mud. Okay, so the body of Nipa was covered with mud. She did not remember anything. That means Nipa could not actually remember anything. What happened in her life, she couldn't tell a single word about the incident. So Babul's father took Nipa at home and began looking for his father. Okay. Then he looked in the fields and in the trees. So Babul's father was looking. His father means Babul's father was looking Babul's grandfather, because Babul's grandfather was also missing. So we don't know about Babul's grandfather, what happened to him. And many people in Bangladesh were missing after Cyclone Aila. So at that very time, many people were missing, and Babul's grandfather was among them. Cyclone Aila, and Babul's grandfather was one of them, one of. So I told that after one of, noun will be plural. You know it. The family never found him. So Babul's grandfather is still missing. What does it mean? Babul's grandfather is no more in the world. Am I clear? So dear students, today we would like to one grammatical point of this slide, begin looking. Just see, here you will find begin looking. Dear students, here begin is main verb. Main verb. Look is also main verb. Here is the rule. So write down if there are two main verbs. Dear students, write down if there are two main verbs side by side. If there are two main verbs side by side, if there are two main verbs side by side, ing will be added to the second verb. This is rule 14 right form of verb. In Chaudhuri and Hossain book, you will find it in advanced book, the rule number 14. If there are two verbs, two main verbs side by side, generally ing will be added to the present form of the second main verb. That here we can see begin is main verb, look is also main verb. That's why ing has been added to this second main verb look. Farzad, you can tell, unmute and tell. Have you understood or not?
Yes, sir, I have understood.
Okay, thank you. Now, we are moving to the next slide.
So will I mute myself?
Yes. Thank you so much. Here, after Cyclone Aila, people worked together Dear students, underline together. Nipa's school became the shelter for the survivors. Underline Nipa's school. So, after cyclone, people tried to work together to live in a very, at least, a comfortable situation, because it was really a difficult situation to live, and we will see in the later phase. Nipa's school. So there was no schooling at that very time. So Nipa's school became the shelter for the survivors. That means the people who could sustain themselves, who were alive. Babul and his family went to live in the school. So as the school became the shelter, Babul's family who were alive, they went to school to have shelter. The government of Bangladesh and workers from NGO came to help. Jason, sorry, sometimes this mobile become painful as well. So the government of Bangladesh and the workers from NGO, write down NGO, non-government organization. They write down non-government organization. This is NGO. So this is S. S means plural. S has been indicated to make it non-government organization, to make it plural, because not only a single organization was working, it was, there were many organizations. Understood? That's why I have written, it has been written S, organizations. Okay? Came to help, came to assist, but things were very hard. So underline very and hard. Okay, Ragib. There was not enough safe drinking water. It generally happens after flood, means inundation. Okay. So it was a really difficult time. So there was not safe drinking water, foods. So many people became ill. So if you don't have proper drinking water, safe drinking water, just proper food, people will automatically be ill. So it actually happened at that very time in 2009, right? In time, people repaired their homes and rebuilt their villages and bridges. So after cyclone, they started working, and in time means chronologically, gradually. Okay? Gradually, people repaired their homes. The homes were almost broken, and the roofs were flown. So they had to collect it and rebuild their villages and the bridges. They planted new trees and new crops in their fields. To live in the world, they started working properly, started working not properly, rather hard, just to sustain themselves. And they couldn't forget that very past memory. Babul feels happy when he looks at the trees and his sister Nipa. Babul, so he feels happy because he couldn't actually remember what happened. We know the story. So when he looks at the trees and his sister Nipa, he feels happy, but he feels sad about his grandfather. So when he remembers that his grandfather is still missing, so at the same time, he becomes happy and becomes sad. So his grandmother says, "Don't be sad, Babul. Grandfather wants us to live for the future." So this is another sentence you can underline. Don't be sad, Babul. Okay. Grandfather wants. So Babul's grandmother tries to console Babul just to be normal, not to be so unhappy, so sad. And she wants that Babul will feel better and he will work, right? Work means he will study, he will learn properly for the future to sustain. This is the story, and here, dear students, we can also learn a grammar that is don't be sad, Babul. Here, Babul is addressing what? Write down. Don't be sad, Babul, and Babul, don't be sad. Dear students, both of these sentences are correct. See, both of these sentences are correct. Why? This is interrogative sentence, right? Is it interrogative? No, this is not interrogative sentence. This is imperative sentence, right? And Babul, don't be sad. This is also imperative sentence. So what is the rule here? If the addressing word is used at the very beginning, comma will be used after that very addressing word. Write down. If the addressing word okay. So dear students, now we can see here, write down, if the addressing word is used at the very beginning, if the addressing word is used at the beginning, comma will be used after it. And write down another rule. If it is used, dear, this addressing word is called vocative case. Case in apposition. So when you will be a grown up, senior students, then you will understand what is vocative case, what is case in apposition. then it would be easier for you to understand. And we are not going to learn that very vocative case or this vocative case or case in apposition. We are just telling that this is addressing word. Okay, we are addressing. So if this addressing word is used at the end, comma will be used before that very addressing word. Am I clear? So write down there. Write down, if the addressing word is used at the end of the sentence, comma will be used before the addressing word. And dear students, I told to find out some words and see the words. First one, we would like to learn the passage, and we would like to learn the same passage, and we would like to work on this passage after this class, means in the next class. So we are going to critically analyze what is there. First one, awful. Awful. So dear students, we told all the full, awful, careful, dutiful, beautiful. So all these are full, right? And F double L, full. So when it would be singular, yet we will find 2L, and when this will be used with another word, it would be single L. And all the fulls will be adjective. So dear students, you can understand that very awful is adjective. All right? Okay. Then write down another point, very important point. Can I have it? Ryan, unmute and tell me. Ryan. Okay, Shachcho.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it Ryan? Ryan, tell, have you understood it or not? Another very important rule. Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, need. So after this, V1 will be used. And another one, if not is used, it will be same. Cannot, could not, shall not, should not, plus present form of verb. or can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, need, present form of verb. Am I clear? Here we will find that Babul's family could not stop Babul's family could. So here it is could. So after it, present form of verb will be used. Could not stop. So this is verb, present form of verb. Stop. Cry. So cry is also present form of verb, right? Present form of verb. Then ing. So this rule is stop crying. We have learnt it. Stop crying. We have learnt it just now. আমরা এইমাত্র নিয়মটা শিখেছি. We have learnt this rule. If there are two main verbs side by side, ing will be added. And now we have learnt that if we find can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must, so present form of verb will be used. So there are two consecutive rules. Understood? We have found two consecutive rules. Two rules side by side. Farjad Aziz. Dear, tell me, have you understood or not? Shachcho.
Sir, not
Yes.
that much.
Oh, not that much. That means you have not understood, right? Let's see.
Yes, sir.
After this, present form of verb will be used. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Not will not disturb here. Not cannot define whether it will be used present form or past form. Not cannot define it.
Yes, sir.
Forget about not. Not cannot decide that present form of verb will be used. These words will decide. It is not a fact whether we find not or not. Not এখানে আছে কি নেই, it is not a factor. Okay? It is not a factor whether there is not or not. Not is present or not. It is not our concern. Our concerning point is that after these words, these are modal auxiliary verbs. These are called modal auxiliary verbs. Write down modal auxiliary verbs. So we can also tell after modal auxiliary verbs, present form of verb will be used.
Sir, now I get it.
Okay, switch up. That means, sorry, mute yourself. Okay, this one. So not cannot be a factor. Okay, and have you understood this one? Stop plus present form of verb plus ing, because this is main verb, cry is also main verb. That's why. So dear students, now Nipa and grandfather were gone. It is not factor. Babul's father went out to look for them. So look for, we told it, we learned it. He found Nipa in a field. So in, this is preposition, we have also discussed. She was holding on to a, onto, this is a preposition. উপর থেকে ধরে থাকা, right? So that is onto. It is, and she was covered. So write down this sentence. She was covered. Dear, write down a note. After am, is, are, was, were, present form of verb cannot be used. Past participle form either ing form will be used. Like she was covered. She was covered in mud. In mud. This is the rule. This is V3 and this is auxiliary verb. So this is passive voice. You will understand voice later. Active voice and passive voice. When the subject can complete the action, that is active voice. Tasin, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When the subject cannot complete the action, that is passive voice. You are taught voice now. Sorry, you are taught voice by the teacher. That means you cannot learn yourself. The teacher teaches. So here this is passive voice. So she was covered in mud. This Nipa did not do the work. She was senseless. She was missing. And in that very natural calamities, she was covered in mud. কাদার ভিতরে আটকে গিয়ে তার সারা শরীরে কাদা লেগে গিয়েছিল, ঢেকে গিয়েছিল, right? So it was really difficult to understand. So this is passive voice. You will understand. And here, not by mud or with mud, in mud. Okay? So mud, with this mud we will use in. Then have you understood? Now you will easily get. She did not remember anything. She did not remember anything. What? Something. So dear students, write down something, anything, nothing, everything. All the things are write down anything, something, nothing. Anything, something, nothing, everything. Dear students, can you tell me which parts of speech are these? Farjad, Can you tell? So these are pronouns. No need to tell.
No, sir, I am not sure.
Okay, these all are pronouns. Learn it and memorize it. Dear students, these are pronouns. We are going to complete the work today. We are going to finish because we have 1 minute only. We will start from this lesson and then we will know more. There are many things to learn. So he looked in the, so here we are not going to close it. Just he looked in the fields ... We are missing. Just write down the last sentence. It was past continuous. And the family never found. Never is adverb. Never. This is adverb. So dear students, again, it's a very good lesson. Please learn it very carefully and good night. Be safe and study properly because this is